you thought it was going to be Mitchell Renz, once again, it's Jeremy Chuggs stepping in for my main man. He's out doing some wedding stuff with Alex right now, so I told him I would take care of Raiders training camp practice news and notes for you today. Also give you my take on the Raiders quarterback battle after today, and honestly, out of all the days I had to step in, this is a pretty rough one. I'm not going to mince words with you right now. So before we even get started, I want you to be brutally honest in the comment section. And this is a safe space. I want you to let me know what your honest thoughts are on this Raiders quarterback battle as of today, as of right now. Because Raiders practice today did not give me a lot of hope for this QB room, but I want to hear from you folks at home. I know there's a lot of people that love Minshew. There's a lot of people that love Aidan O'Connell, want to run with AOC. Let me know what your complete and honest thoughts are down in the comments section. It's okay. Y'all can comment back and forth with each other. Maybe let me know why you think the way you think, but I want to hear from you and give me your honest answers only, because today at practice, I mean, it was not pretty. This from Paul Gutierrez. Jack Jones picked off not only Minshew, but also Aidan O'Connell in individual drills. He was just all over the field today. We'll get to Jack Jones later on in the program, because maybe that's the reason why these quarterbacks look so bad, is because maybe this defense is just that freaking good. Tashawn Reed also said this: Trevon Merrick just picked off Aidan O'Connell during 11-on-11 drills. So, I mean, multiple picks from both quarterbacks today, and these quarterbacks so far have been so underwhelming during training camp. I mean, the job is there for the taking, and it seems like nobody wants it. So it's really going to come to these preseason games. I mean, somebody needs to show me something against the Minnesota Vikings this week. They absolutely have to, because right now we don't have a QB1. We have two quarterbacks. And when you have two quarterbacks, you have none. And right now with Aidan O'Connell and Gardner Minshew, I really just want one of them to step up and show me what they got. And same with Antonio Pierce. This is what he said a couple weeks ago. He said, it's time to make that leap. Stop with the baby steps. Grab the bull by the horns. Nobody's grabbed anything by the horns. Everybody's just freaking standing around diddling themselves because they don't know what the hell to do. Aidan O'Connell, Gardner Minshew, show me something. Show me something to believe in you, because this defense, this team can be so good, but the quarterback position is holding us back right now. I mean, come on. Gardner Minshew, Aidan O'Connell, I need something from you. Both these guys talked to the media today, and I'll tell you a little bit of what they had to say in my thoughts. First, let's talk about Gardner Minshew. I think the big thing for whoever is out there is we got to take care of the ball. I think that's going to be a big part of our success. I think we're going to count on our defense this year and just distribute the ball to the playmakers we have. And I've been, a guard dog defender. I've been saying I really like Gardner Minshew. I absolutely hate what he just said. I mean, it's okay for us in the media, for people, for fans, for everybody to say, oh, the Raiders got to count on their defense this year. Do you want the quarterback of your team to say, yeah, we're going to be shit. It's okay. The defense is going to pick us up this year? Hell no. What are you talking about, Minshew? What are you even talking about? Oh, yeah, the defense is going to carry us this year. Yeah, we already know that, Minshew. It's time for you to step up and be a damn man. Take the bull by the horns and do something. I mean, I don't want my quarterback saying, yeah, the defense is going to be pretty good today. I mean, we don't really have to do a lot because I think the defense is going to really help us out. F that. Come on. Make some plays. You're a grown man. You're getting paid millions of dollars to be a professional quarterback in this league, and you're saying, oh, it's okay, the defense is going to carry us this year. That's the opposite of what I want to hear from my starting quarterback. And this is what Aidan O'Connell had to say. We do a lot of the same stuff together, and we're going against the same defense. You can't help but, even when you're not in and we execute a play against a certain coverage, just to be happy. What? You're trying to win a job, AOC. I want you to be more selfish. I want you to be a man and step up, not be like, good job, Gardner. Great throw, buddy. You're looking good out there. You're not a Midwestern mom watching his kids at practice right now. You're a QB1 trying to make it in the league. Be selfish. Be that guy. Say, hey, I want to be the QB1. I want to be the franchise. I want to be the leader. And I don't see that from either of these guys right now. I want them to really step up and show us something during this game against the Minnesota Vikings. And just a reminder, I know I got a little hot takey there, but we'll be live for this preseason week 1 game. And I'm telling you this right now, this is going to be a biggie. I know it's just the preseason. I know it's not a lot. But we haven't seen anything against this Raiders defense. This Raiders defense has looked amazing so far. So this game right now, a preseason game, I know it sounds crazy. A preseason game is vitally important to this Raiders team right now to see who the quarterback is going to be, because training camp practice has given you nothing. Zilch, nada, zit. You got to see what you have against other competition to actually see which one of these quarterbacks wants to, as AP said, grab the bull by the horns. Next, some good news from practice. I know a lot of hating right there, a lot of bad stuff. Now, let's go into the good stuff. Let's lighten it up a little bit, right, Producer Seeps? Am I right? Am I right? Let's get some good news and notes. Wow, I can't even talk anymore. From Raiders practice. Some good news. The Raiders tight end group is looking like the best one in the league right now. And that's good for, two quarterbacks that haven't played well, because you need those security blankets, and that's exactly what this tight end room has been so far. Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer, and Harrison Bryant all looking really good at practice today. And let's start with the first round pick, number 13 overall in the 2024 NFL Draft, Brock Bowers. The rookie continues to shine. He continues to be used in a ton of different ways around the field. Getting handoffs on jet sweeps. I mean, utilizing him in the screen game as well, where Brock Bowers gets some screens as well. He is being used not the exact same way as Deebo Samuel, but similar into that way of he's not just a tight end. He's, in high school football going into college, you say, oh, that's a quarterback. That's a, certain position. There's some guys, they just have ATH next to their name, and that's Brock Bowers. He is an athlete. Wherever you put him on the field, whatever you want him to do, he's an athlete, and he's going to do that, and he continues to show why the Raiders selected him in the first round of this year's draft. Other news from the tight end room, Michael Mayer continues to, take steps, continues to look really good in his own right. The second-year player out of Notre Dame wants to prove himself, especially after the Raiders went and selected a tight end with the first pick of this year's draft. But Michael Mayer continues to show that this tight end room could be the best in the entire NFL. And sneakily, I got to give my props to Mitch right here. He called it about a month ago that Harrison Bryant was going to be involved a lot more than what people thought in this offense this year. He's primed for a bounce-back year with the Las Vegas Raiders this season. I'm really interested to see how all three of these tight ends pan out during the season. Now, coming up, fight. We have a fight at Raiders practice. I'll tell you who was in that fight and some more news and notes from practice in just a moment. But I wouldn't be able to do today's show if it wasn't for our amazing sponsors out there. Game Time. Go to Game Time, download the app, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. I've been using Game Time for a while, and it's my go-to ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and comedy shows. This year alone, I've been able to see Shane Gillis, Dave Chappelle, Drake, Adele, and plan on going to multiple shows in Vegas this year. Don't miss out on a once-in-a-lifetime experience by using Game Time to get you the best deals on last-second tickets. Buy tickets in just a couple seconds with 2 taps. Game Time has deals on tickets right up to the start of the event, and even an hour after it starts, it's the place to find last-minute seats. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed. And I'm telling you, when you're out in Vegas, this is the app that you need to have. You don't want to buy tickets from some sketchy dude off the strip. Buy them with a reputable source in Game Time and make sure that you don't miss out on these once-in-a-lifetime experiences. So some more from Paul Gutierrez at practice today. First, Raiders camp scuffle. Fight. Christian Wilkerson versus Ron Stone Jr., the UDFA, in a kickoff drill. A couple head slaps, and we're moving on. I like that we're seeing a little bit of chippiness, a little bit of tenacity through Raiders training camp right now. We're getting into a place where they're going to be playing another team, the Minnesota Vikings. They need to ramp up that intensity, and I think it's okay to have little scuffles here and there. I'm not talking cheap shots like Malik Neighbors and the New York Giants did earlier in the day, but little scuffles like this, I think is okay. The defense, it's looking scary good. And when I say scary, I'm talking Halloween Horror Night movie scary. This defense is incredible. You remember earlier in today's show when I was talking about the quarterbacks and Jack Jones? Yeah, 2 interceptions today, and he was everywhere on the field. He picked off Aidan O'Connell, he picked off Gardner Minshew, and he blew up a screen pass in the backfield. He looked like a legit CB1 for this team this year. And if you go off the numbers from last year and how he finished the year with the Raiders after leaving the New England Patriots, I mean, he shows and he really progresses to be a true lockdown corner in this league. Last year, 30 tackles, 2 interceptions, 2 pass breakups, and 6 penalties on the year. And his PFF grades, very favorable for Jack Jones. An overall grade of 71.6, run defense grade of 81.7, tackling grade 56.4. But, I mean, I don't really see how that's that grade with the run defense. And a coverage grade of 71.9. So, to be said, Jack Jones really putting himself above the competition and saying, hey, I'm the best cornerback on this team. And he's going out and proving it. And I think exactly what he needed was an old coach in Antonio Pierce, somebody that he knew from his high school, college days, to really get him back on the right track, because he has all the skills, he has all the tools. He was selected early in the draft by the Patriots for a reason, because he has those abilities and those skills to really put it all together and be a good corner in this league. If you agree that Jack Jones is a legit CB1, go down and hit that like button. Smash the thumbs up icon. I know we started off with a little bit of negativity, but a lot of good things to see from this Raiders defense, and one, Jack Jones. I truly do believe he can be a starting CB1, a true CB1, a lockdown guy in this league. What say you, though? If you agree with me, go down and hit that thumbs up icon. Another young defender that had just a day for himself, Malcolm Koonce, the edge rusher. I mean, he obviously came on at the end of last year once Antonio Pierce took over. Malcolm Koonce looked great today, had 2 sacks. I mean, he might explode this season, but he looked great at the end of last year, and this is a contract year for him. Don't forget, because he really wants to get paid after this year. We saw a lot of, edge rushers getting paid towards the end of last year. And, with the defensive tackles that we have, he can really shine. They added Christian Wilkins, Tyree Wilson, a lot of guys making, a muck on the interior. That's going to leave a lot for guys like Max Crosby and Malcolm Koonce to do their thing on the outside. And I really do believe Malcolm Koonce can go out there and prove himself and be, one of the top pass rushers in the NFL this season. That's all I have for you on today's show, folks. Sorry, I was getting a little heated at the beginning, so I just really want this team to be better this year. And I really hope either Gardner Minshew, Aidan O'Connell, one of them can just step up and really prove themselves sometime throughout this training camp and preseason. If you want to hit me up, if you disagree with me or if you just want to continue the conversation, you can hit me up on Twitter at Jeremy Chuggs. And as always, like I said, we got a watch party this weekend. Vikings versus Raiders. Don't miss out. Make sure you're subscribed to the #1 Raiders channel here on YouTube.